guys, welcome to the sciatic stretch. So a lot of us have some chronic sciatic pain. So what is your sciatic? It's a nerve. It's in your lower back and it tends to cause pain in your glute area and even down the back of your leg. It's usually just on one side or the other at one specific time period. It can feel like a shooting pain, it can feel like a burning sensation, a dull ache, and it is super common and it is normal. It usually just comes from some tight hamstrings or some tight hip muscles. All right, so doing a really good proper stretch specifically for loosening up those hips and those hamstrings can help eliminate any sciatic flare-ups. So we're gonna go along with that today. What I want you guys to do is grab some kind of long strand or a band or a long towel that you can kind of ravel up. We're gonna utilize this for our last exercise or our last stretch. All right, so what we're gonna do to begin, we're gonna start down on our stomach and we're gonna do some press-ups, okay? So we're down on our belly area, okay? What I want you to do first is relax your legs. So you can easily squeeze your buns and tense up. What I want you to do is relax those glutes, and I actually let my feet flop out to the side a little bit like that, then you can't really tense your butt too much. We're going to put your hands underneath your shoulders. You're gonna take a deep breath in, and I want you to press up and stop as soon as you feel any lower back tension. So right here is where I feel it first. We're gonna hold it there for just a second, and everybody's gonna go to a different spot depending on how you feel, and you're gonna lower down. We're gonna do 10 of these, nice and easy. Everybody going only to where it feels comfortable for them. So your sciatic nerve, when it's in pain, it's usually being pinched, okay? So what we're trying to do is realign the spine a little bit and alleviate that pressure that's on that nerve. Many of us that work sitting down a lot, you're sitting at your desk, your legs are bent, so your hamstrings are tight, those hips are getting tight. That's when our hips kind of get out of whack and it causes that sciatic pain and tension. And a lot of times when it does flare up, it's tough to get rid of. We're gonna do 3 more. If it feels good, you can keep pressing up a little higher each time and lower down. Make sure you're breathing. Deep breath in, exhale it out. You're gonna feel a stretch in your belly, but you should feel a dull ache in your lower spine, probably on the side that your sciatica might frequently flare up. We're gonna do one last one here. And lower down. We're gonna place our hands underneath our shoulders. We're gonna come up into a tabletop position and we're gonna move into a pigeon stretch, okay? So we're gonna stretch that piriformis, that hip area. You're gonna take your left leg and I want you to bring it up in front of you, kind of like at a 90-degree angle, up high and in front. And you're going to try to lower those hips down towards the ground and keep your hips square. So try not to open up or twist. Okay, bring that leg up as far in front of you as you can. You can either stay here on your hands or you can lower down onto your elbows. If that feels comfortable, you go wherever it feels nice. You're gonna feel this here in this glute and hip area. You will feel it a little bit also on your hip flexor on the other side. We're holding this here for another 20 seconds before we switch to the other side. Deep in my hip. My left side always feels tighter than the right, which is usually why I get my sciatic pain on my left side always. All right, let's press back up into tabletop. Okay, if it feels good, sit yourself back into a child's pose for a second. And come on back up, and we're gonna do the right side. Take that right leg, bring it up at that 90-degree angle, and lower down. Ooh, maybe I spoke too soon. My right side is feeling pretty tight here. Okay, so as you can see, my hip is not lowering down to the ground, okay? My piriformis is very tight today. I am definitely going to repeat this stretch again tomorrow. If you have the ability and you'd like to enhance it, you can lower down. Concentrate though on keeping those hips square. You go wherever it feels good. We're gonna hold it for another 15 seconds. Make sure you keep breathing. Send your air to where it hurts, where it feels tight. All right, let's bring it back up to tabletop. One more time, push back into your child's pose. And come on up to a seated position. We're gonna swing those legs around, and we're gonna go onto our back, and we're gonna do a knee to chest stretch. So a good glute stretch. You're gonna grab onto your left shin, and you're gonna pull it up into your chest like you're trying to get your kneecap to touch your nose. Pull it up and in. We're gonna feel a really good hip stretch here. We're holding here. Pull it a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. If it feels good, you can pull it a little to the right and to the left. Loosen that hip. One more deep breath in. And release. We're gonna switch sides now. Grab onto your right shin. Doing the same on the other side. Pull it in. Nose going to that kneecap, or vice versa. Your kneecap going towards your nose. Pull it in. Deep glute stretch. You can pull it out to the side and slightly across your body if it feels good. Loosen up that hip. Even if you're pulling side to side, make sure you're still pulling up towards your chest. We're here for one more deep breath. Whew. And lower down. All right, we're going to go into reclining pigeon. We're going to open up those hips one more time. Bend your legs, and we're going to take our left leg and cross it over the right. You're going to reach through the space, grab the back of your right leg, and pull it into your chest. We're going to feel a deep stretch here on that left hip, that piriformis, that glute. Deep breaths. Pull in hard. Again, like you're trying to pull your kneecap to your chest or your kneecap to your nose. Deep stretch here on the left side. We're gonna hold for 2 more breaths, 10 more seconds. Great job. Let's lower down, and we're gonna switch sides onto the other leg. Cross that right over your left. Reach through the space, grab the back of that left leg, and pull it in towards your chest. Deep stretch here on the right side. Make sure you're pulling in, pulling in. I hope you feel your sciatic loosening up as we go. One more deep breath in, and exhale it out. Whew. Let's lower down, and uncross your legs. We're gonna push into a glute bridge next, but first we're gonna push ourselves into a pelvic tilt position. So naturally you have this space here between your lower back and the floor, okay? Your spine is curved. What we wanna do is pull your belly button into your spine and press that back down on the ground. Now just that position alone, you should feel any sciatic pain or pressure release right then and there. We're gonna keep this position though, and we're gonna push through our heels, and we're gonna lift, pressing up into a bridge position, keeping that tilt, squeezing those glutes, hold for a second, and lower down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, keep squeezing your abs, pressing your back down. We're gonna do a few more of these. Repeat, pull in, and push up. Make sure you're breathing. Push that back into the floor, squeezing your lower abs. Engage again. Number 3. We're gonna do 2 more here, nice and slow. Pelvic tilt first, and lift. One more time, pull it in first, and elevate, squeeze those glutes, push through your heels, and lower down. Let's put our legs out straight, put your hands up high to the sky, and we're gonna sit up first, reach for your toes, get a little bit of a toe pull here. If you can grab your toes, that's great. If not, just let your hands land wherever they land and fall forward like dead weight. We got about 15 more seconds here, a couple more deep breaths. Like I mentioned before, lots of sitting creates tight hamstrings, which is one of the most common causes of sciatic or lower back pain. One more deep breath in, exhale it out. Great job. Come on up slow. We're gonna grab onto your towel or your band or whatever you're utilizing today, and we're gonna do a little bit deeper of a hamstring stretch to finish here. You're gonna bring your left leg into your right, okay? And then we're gonna stretch that right leg out with your foot flex, and we're gonna grab our band or our towel, whatever we're using today, and you're gonna wrap it around the ball of your foot. And I want you to take a deep breath in and pull your chest forward again as you're trying to pull your nose to your toes, okay? Pulling your chest forward, we're getting a deep hamstring stretch here. Pulling towards you, keep pulling those toes back towards your body. Couple more seconds here. Let gravity and that band pull your chest down. Great job. Coming on up, and let's switch legs. Bring that right leg into the inner thigh on your left side. Wrap that band around your left foot, the ball of your foot. Foot is flexed. Deep breath in and reach out. Pull. Keep pulling your chest towards your foot and those toes up to the sky. You're gonna feel this all in the back of your leg and your calf. One more deep breath in. Exhale out. And at least we're gonna put our feet together in a butterfly, not super close to you, out in front, okay? And we're gonna circle those hands up to the sky. Deep breath in, and I want you to fall forward like dead weight. Hinge forward at the hips, and relax. One more final deep breath in. Let it all out. And walk your hands back up to a seated position. Now this stretch you guys can do as little or as often as needed. If you're having a real flare-up and your sciatic nerve is really bothering you, definitely also utilize ice after this stretch. Put it right in that area on that glute where it's really bothering you. You can also utilize an anti-inflammatory to help bring some swelling down, okay? But continue to repeat this stretch as often as you need until we relieve that pain. And again, use this stretch as little or as often as you need, post-workout or when you have pain. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.